Hi, and welcome back to Dr. Karen's Math Hacks. Today what we're going to talk about isn't really a hack, but it's something that I had to find out for myself. When we were in grade school, we were taught that to divide fractions, we invert and multiply, or sometimes it's called keep, change, flip. Why do we do that? What's going on physically? Let's take a look. Okay, let's take a look at what's going on. A fraction is a part over a whole. All right? When we apply a fraction to something, we multiply the whole times the fraction to get the part. All right? I know I said I'm going to be talking about division and inverting and multiplying, keep changing, flip, but this is leading up to it. We have to know what it is going forwards before we can go backwards. So let's take an example of this. Let's take a whole of 10 on a fraction of 2/5. Okay, if we multiply this out, we get 10 over 1 times 2 over 5. We get 4 pieces. Okay, what that looks like so let's take 10 dots. We can divide it into 5, and we take 2 of those, and we have 4 dots as our result. So the whole is 10 dots. The 2/5 means we split it into 5 and take 2, and the 4 is how many dots are in those 2. Okay? Now, let's reverse this. Okay? Let's see what it looks like with division. With division, we're taking this and we multiply by the whole, but then we divide by the fraction. So the whole is the part divided by the fraction. We start with 4, and we divide by 2/5. All right? So we start with 4, and we know that this is 2 out of 5. Okay? So how do we find out what the total is? Well, we take these 2 and we divide in half to find out how many there is in 1. And then we multiply by the number of parts there are. Okay? So that is, we're taking that 4, we're dividing it by 2, and we're multiplying it by 5. This is always this upside down. All right? That's our invert and multiply. And in this case, we'll simplify this, and we get 2 times 5 is 10. So that gives us our 10 dots. Let's look at another example. Let's take a whole of 12 on a fraction of 2/3. All right, so let's draw out our 12 dots. All right, so there's our 2/3. Okay, there's 8 dots there. So 12 times 2/3 is 8. Now let's do that division. Okay? The part is 8. The fraction is 2/3. Okay? So, what are we doing? We're dividing by 2 to see how much is in one of these bars. Then we're multiplying by 3 because there's 3 sets total. So 2 is taken out of both of these, and then we have 4 times 3, and that's 12. So that's our answer back again, our total back again. Let's look at one more. Let's do 20 times 3/4. All right? So we have 20 dots. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. We're going to take 3/4 of them. Well, we've got 4 columns here. So let's take these dots. All right. And we can see that that is 15. 20 over 1 times 3 over 4. We cancel out 4 here. We get 3 times 5 is 15. All right. We know that this is 3 out of the 4. Okay, now let's go the other direction. Let's do the division. 15 divided by 3/4. All right, so we've got the 15. We know that is 3 out of 4. So we divide that 15 by 3 to find how many dots in one of the rectangles. And then we multiply this by 4. So we get the whole thing. All right. And we get our 20 back. So when we're inverting and multiplying, we're actually finding what the whole is. We sometimes divide by fractions for other reasons than finding the whole, but the mechanics are the same. What we're doing is we're finding out what one part is and then multiplying it by what it takes to make a whole. If you found this video useful, consider subscribing or hitting the like button. I'll be posting another math hack next week.